Hey guys, welcome back to another cosplay compilation video. Today I have put together how I made my Jessica Rabbit cosplay. And it's going to show you how I made the dress, the gloves, and how I do her makeup. So let's go ahead and just jump on into it. To start, I'm using like a matte medium tone purple eyeshadow and covering the entire base of my eyelid. Once I've done that, I'll take a darker and then also with glitter purple eyeshadow and do the outer corners of my eyes with that for my eye makeup. From there, I'm using a really bold and bright red instead of more of like the deep vampire reds that I prefer for a lip gloss. And putting that all over my lips, making sure I get that nice cupid's bow accentuated in there as well. Now from there, I decided to do like a bold, sparkling highlight on my cheekbones, of course, just because it's Jessica Rabbit. She really does have a bold makeup look. I feel like she wouldn't leave the house without some highlighter on. To help complete my eye look, I of course add some eyeliner. So obviously doing the tops of my eye, and then more of a simple wing instead of something big and bold. Just because she already has very bold makeup, I don't think the wing needs to also be overpowering with the colors. But that's how I created my Jessica Rabbit makeup look. I'm using a purple latex, like faux latex fabric that I found at Joann's, and a Yaya Han McCall's pattern again, and you could just make your own glove pattern, it's not that hard. But I'm going to trace those 4 times so I can make 1 pair of gloves. Then I'm going to cut them out. The reason for 4, each glove needs 2 pieces. 2 gloves, 4. Math. We can do this. Then I'm going to line everything up so I can start pinning and sewing. I mostly hand sewed these. I always worry about trying to do the fingers on my sewing machine because it's just like so much turning. I also didn't have any special needles for heavy duty sewing for my machine. That's part of why I did them by hand. You can totally do this on a sewing machine. Just make sure you have some heavy duty needles available. But I'm hand sewing these all together, and I am doing it in sections. I start with just like the arm portion, and then I get into the hands because it's a little bit more difficult since you have to maneuver around the fingers. Now you'll notice I was sewing these inside out. Make sure you did that. The last step is going to be hemming that top portion of the glove, and again, I did that by hand. But then you can go ahead and turn them instead of being inside out the right way, and you have a finished pair of long purple latex gloves. I'll be so honest with you, turning these inside out was like really, really difficult. Don't look at me struggling too much. Look at the finished product. So to start it off, I traced the sewing pattern. It's a like kind of strapless, form-fitting with a flare-out bottom dress pattern. I traced the 2 front pieces, or no, excuse me, the 1 front piece, but it was folded for the pattern. I did 2 side pieces and 2 back pieces, and I traced that all onto this like foil stretchy fabric that's red, of course, for Jessica Rabbit, and then cutting out all of that fabric. From there, I went ahead and pinned all of the panels together. So the front to the 2 sides and the 2 sides then to the back, and I sewed it all with my sewing machine inside out. After I sewed it all together and made some adjustments to make sure it was perfectly form-fitting with that nice flare-out bottom, I went ahead and wore it so I could hem it. I wanted to make sure the top lined up perfectly, so I wore it while I hemmed it. And I did that to the top and the bottom. And then that's pretty much it. You can see that final finished look there. Thanks so much for watching this cosplay crafting tutorial. Sorry if it was a bit of a mess. If you want to see what we made actually with the finished cosplay, make sure to check the links in my description and let me know what your crafting questions are in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see what I'm crafting up next. Bye-bye!